Welcome back to the Kevin Wilson Show. Today's player guest is center Will Maddie, one of the best in the Big Ten Conference. And Coach, you're a former lineman yourself. Got to be happy to have a guy like Will Maddie on your side.
Very much. Will's one of our best leaders and hardest workers. And Will, let's talk about that. You do such a great job in the offseason, our winter program, going through the summer. Tell me about the pride and the work you guys put in offseason, especially as an O-lineman.
I think, being an upperclassman now, you got to be a leader. And talking to the young guys and just taking them under your wing and, just showing them what to do and how to work and just making people proud, the people you play for. And that's the most important thing.
Well, I know your family's proud of you out of Chicagoland. There's folks up at Wheaton-Warrenville area as well. And you've been here now, redshirted your first year, but you started every game since then. How many starts you got going right now?
I believe 27 now.
27. Want to keep that rolling. First couple games under belt. We know we're struggling a little bit, getting things synced out. Last game, played a couple young guys in there with you, rotating some linemen around. And there, how was it with you being the vet, with a couple young freshmen playing guard beside you last week against South Carolina State?
It was fun. I really enjoyed it, honestly, because it just gave me an opportunity to become a better leader. And we had Andrew out there too, but the young guys, Bernard, Colin, and Peyton, I thought they played pretty well. And it's just a matter of me taking them and showing them the ropes and how to do things.
3 under our belt, getting ready to go to North Texas. What's your mindset this week? Last non-conference, going through some phases of the season. Our first time together through preseason. Now we're wrapping up the non-conference schedule, week 4. What's your thoughts? Getting ready for North Texas as we prepare this week to go out there and play well against those guys down in Denton this Saturday night.
I think it's just you prepare the same way. You got to go and prepare like it's the most important game of your life, and that's what we're going to do. And you want to close out the non-conference season strong, and we're going into Big Ten season, and that's going to be pretty important. Talk
about our preparation with Coach Fry, myself being kind of an old offensive guy and a line guy. How do you like the way we're preparing as far as going through? I know we're wearing shoulder pads a little bit more and not trying to beat ourselves up, but there is a tone I think you practice with. How do you feel in your game that's helping you as we practice Monday through Thursday, building up the physical style of play that we want to show as we show up on Saturdays?
Yeah, I think it's with Coach Fry. He's been absolutely amazing, and he's showing us stuff we've never thought we could do, and pushing us to places we never thought we could go. And he's just emphasizing physicality, and I think he's doing a great job. And as each week goes on, we look to get better.
Well, one of the best players for us this year. Hopefully for the next 2 years, going to be one of our real leaders. I think going to be one of the premier players in the Big Ten as we build our football team. And Will's gotten a boatload of votes as a junior. He's one of our captains, and he's out there every week representing our team. He's a great young player. He's a great leader for us, and you're going to see a lot of great things out of 60 as we finish up this season.
That wraps up the player interview with Will Maddie. Now we're going to go to the Nick's English Hut hot seat, where our very own Candace Houck is going to put Fred Glass on the stand.
Welcome back to the hot seat. Today we're interviewing Athletic Director Fred Glass. To the hot seat. I've heard about this Fredmobile. What's the craziest thing that you've ever done in that?
I crashed it at the Union. It took a turn a little tight and didn't quite get where I needed to be. So that's probably the craziest thing so far. Give people rides as I go along. That's fun. Meet some new people.
When you are riding around the tailgate fields, what is your favorite tailgate food?
Bratwurst, hamburgers, family recipes, baked bean recipes, that sort of thing.
And where did you meet your wife?
We met at an IU football game. I was a junior, she was a senior. She's older than I am. We met up on the student section up in the corner where a lot of people used to hang out back in the day.
How did you pop the question?
That was after a football game. I like to tell people it was different games though. I didn't operate that quickly. So it was a couple years later. It was in Brown County State Park. We were walking along the trail. We sat on a boulder, a little kissy action, and then I put the rock in her hand, so I gave her the rock on the rock.
When you're cruising around in your Fredmobile, what's on your iPod?
I'm probably vintage, Neil Young, Rolling Stones, Grateful Dead. Most modern stuff I have is probably like the Decemberists or G-Love and Special Sauce, something like that. My kids turn me on to that stuff.
When you were looking for a new head football coach, what about Kevin Wilson stood out to you?
Just his confidence, his belief that he can win at Indiana University. And I believe we can win at Indiana University in football, and I really felt Kevin's confidence that he could do the same.
Where do you see this program going?
I think he's going to do a fabulous job. You know, we'll have a few, you know, ups and downs along the way, but I think the graph will be going very much like the hockey stick. And, you know, I really hope that he ends up being, you know, our Hayden Fry or our Barry Alvarez, you know, building a tremendous program here at Indiana University and staying to keep it there.
My guilty pleasure when I watch TV is Million Dollar Matchmaker. When you're watching TV, what's yours?
Modern Family is probably my favorite show, but in terms of real trash TV, I kind of like watching the Hill Jacks get into the swamp.
When we return, Coach Wilson will tell us what to expect from North Texas on The Kevin Wilson Show.